as we try to uncover the mysteries of the universe. What the podcast? Kind of mysterious.
I thought it was gonna like break open into something bigger. Like I thought.
No. It was perfect the way it was.
Okay, you guys
Kind
want to
of
do
a
your thing?
cliffhanger.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on this mug all day.
Everybody.
I don't wanna
work.
I just wanna bang on this mug all day. Hey. Such a good one.
That's a great one.
Classic.
Classic.
I know I've been saying this for a while. I want to challenge you to really expand that song into a full length.
No.
Musical.
Why not?
I don't take suggestions.
Oh, that's true.
It's not really something I do.
I get it.
Well, welcome back to What the Podcast, everyone.
Welcome
My
back.
name is
Incredibly
Ryan.
passive
I'm John.
aggressive start.
And together we
All right.
make up the team that is
Oh my god.
What the podcast, Ryan and John.
Right, John. And with us,
As always.
sometimes they're with us, sometimes they're not.
Sometimes they're against us.
Sometimes they do
Oh.
Olivia
Jake-
Tafolla.
Don't make
Jake
me.
Jones.
Don't
Philly.
make me. Baby.
Cara Philly.
How's everybody doing today? Is this going to be one of those episodes?
We
Maybe.
just had
You mean
one
like the
2
second
weeks
to last
ago.
episode?
Oh, don't count
I
them
hope so.
down.
I sure
that
hope
just makes
so.
it sad. Okay, everyone.
34.
We're going to just jump right into it.
Go ahead.
A little bit of
34.
poddex.com.
Yes.
Going over there. Use the code WTP. Get
with the podcast.
10% off of your order. Here we go.
Podcast
Would you
what the-
rather? This is a red card from Would You Rather. Would you rather your fingers are always sticky
Yeah.
or your throat is always itchy?
How sticky? Like, can it
God,
help me to
this is
stick
so
to?
awful.
Sticky fingers.
Can it help me stick to walls?
No, okay. It's
No,
not a
just
superpower.
inconveniently
Is it
sticky.
just sticky? Okay, fine. Sticky hands.
Sticky hands. Sore throats just make you feel awful.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like
Ugh.
eternal sickness.
When you wake up like in the morning and it's a day that you have a sore throat and you like swallow for the first time and you're like, oh no.
It's like, this is going to be a rough one, man.
Bad day.
This is
Buckle
not.
in.
You forget what it's like to have a normal throat.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And then
rough.
also there's something really cool when it goes away. You're
Yeah.
like, the first time
I'm
that I've
free.
swallowed
Like,
without
I'll never
any
take it
pain.
for granted again.
yeah. And then you take it for granted like the day of.
Yeah.
Cara, you're pretty quiet over there. What do you think?
Sticky fingers.
Yeah.
I had a sore
That's the
throat
right answer.
earlier this week.
Ooh.
And it sucked.
I don't know what kind of person would choose sore throat. You know?
An anarchist like grind for it.
But imagine having like,
Okay.
okay, but like
Here we go.
Deal with the repercussions though. Like your fingers are sticky all the time. So everything you touch, everything you do.
Yeah, but
It's
when
like-
if your throat
Shoes.
hurts, then it's like you're not going to talk.
I'm just saying,
ever.
like, lay into that for a second. Like,
sticky
No,
shoe.
I
you
understand.
work on your computer all day long, bro.
Oh, I understand.
On the phone.
And that should tell you like how big of a deal this is
That's
that
right.
I'm choosing sore
That's right.
throat. Because
That's
I realized my life would be the worst if I
Mm-hmm.
had sticky fingers all the time. Or sticky hands, whatever. So I mean, just like sore throat, it just like kills your day.
Absolutely wrecks it.
You know, and that's why I'm like sticky fingers. I'm like, yeah, it would suck, or sticky hands, it would suck.
It's kind of
like,
fun though.
Turns into a game. You're
Could
like,
I
Yeah.
could I like put oil on my hands to make them less sticky?
can I stick to walls? Like immediately goes to superpower. So
You know when your hands get like
No, you gotta
sticky
deal with
from glue at school, and then you kind of like can
kinda
like
liked it?
stick your fingers together. Yeah,
No.
right. It's so fun.
Did you ever put like glue all over your hand and then
That's
peel
what
it
I'm
off?
saying.
Almost glue?
Oh,
never
ew.
did
Okay,
that.
that's a little.
I knew a lot of people who did it.
Same, I never did that.
I knew a lot of people.
Yeah,
They were
me
all
too.
weird.
I knew a bunch
Terrible,
of idiots
huh?
that did that.
It's awful.
I know a ton of people that suffered from like glue hands.
I
All those
dip
weird
my
things we
fingers
did
in wax.
in school. Like I don't know. Did you guys ever do? Like it wasn't me, but I was the thing in my school where they like would burn their finger with an
Eraser?
eraser burn.
Yes.
Yeah, that one never really made
What?
sense to me. I don't know. I
Or
don't
they
really
take
get that
those
one.
pins and they
Wait,
go
wait,
like
wait,
through the
wait.
surface layer of the skin.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
That one's supposed to not hurt.
For sure.
You didn't hear about the eraser
You
burn?
burn your hand with an eraser.
Yes,
So,
if you go fast
You
with an
wanna-
eraser.
Yeah, if you
it
take
just
an
burns
eraser
your skin.
and they went fast enough, it would burn your skin. It would leave a mark. So like
Well,
the
yeah,
girls,
anything, right?
That's what I'm
but
saying.
eraser, it, like I think conducts heat a lot faster.
Kinda
fun.
Right? I don't know the science.
It
behind
was whatever we had.
But
Like, stick a pencil in your
remember
eye.
girls in my grade that they would make like designs on their like hands, and I was
Ew,
like, this is
what?
too
Oh,
much.
God.
Okay.
There was a lot of really weird girls.
When I was in middle school, the guys would do it on their leg, so then
Yeah.
there wouldn't be hair. in a
Ew,
spot.
what?
Who was
Just shave.
gross?
Nobody
Do you
was doing
remember any
that.
like
What?
no names, but like who was? Do you remember like the weirdest kid like in your school? Do you ever like remember like that person and what they did to make them weird and quirky?
Okay, this is kind of a gross one. I don't know if I should share.
Go
it.
ahead.
No, go
So
ahead.
in elementary school, there was this girl that would hang on the monkey bars all of recess. She would go to the monkey bars and just hang there the whole time.
She's preparing for that
And she'd
hang
like,
test on
well, she'd
TikTok.
hang,
Yeah.
totally.
She'd kill it.
But she'd like, you
She'd
know,
kill
do flips and tricks and stuff, whatever. She was on the whole time, and she had big gnarly blisters on her hands.
Oh no.
Calluses.
So
What's going on with
she
her?
would sit in class,
Eat them.
and cut them off with safety scissors.
Oh.
With her little craft scissors, she'd sit there and cut them off.
I'm gonna be sick. to
She'd
my
have
stomach.
big, like, nasty welts on her hands.
So does
Calluses.
Yeah.
she then have nothing like is it
Well, your skin. I mean, your
cut?
hand is
Prepping-
like thick skin.
She was clearly preparing for something. What it
for
was,
something?
we'll never
She
know.
is now in the Olympics.
So she was getting calluses, but then
That woman's
she
name?
would just cut off the calluses
Simone
and start
Biles.
over.
Whoa.
Could you imagine?
Did she do bar? I don't know.
Yeah, every
They
gymnast
all
does
do.
bar.
Right?
My God.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
every
act like
single
I should
one.
know
You don't
that.
watch the Olympics?
John.
Nobody watches the Olympics here. Apparently, I'm the
watch
only
the Olympics,
Olympian.
but I don't know like gymnastics that well.
Okay, wait.
So, props
Nobody's
to you.
hanging. She's not hanging on the thing. She
What do
doesn't
you-
chalk up her.
Flips. Nobody just hangs.
That's what I'm talking about. The bar.
Yeah, but just because she was getting calluses doing
getting
that
your
doesn't
sound-
mean
I'm
she
getting
wasn't
your sound
prepping for
But she
something
does
bigger.
like beam, doesn't she? Simone Biles.
Oh
She
my
does
God,
everything.
gymnasts do
Okay.
all of it.
That was your
Whatever.
weirdest?
Sure.
And you
It's
guys
pretty
have any
bad.
weird kids
I don't know if
that
it's
you
my
remember?
weirdest, but it's pretty bad.
Oh, one of the weirdest.
I had a couple friends who they would bring in the edible paper. Do you remember edible paper?
Nope.
Ew.
It
It
would
was just
come.
called real paper, and they
Just
just
called-
No.
So any paper can be
Shit,
edible,
It was
right?
It was like squares, and they were kind of like those, you know, the like breath
rice
like
paper.
strips.
Called
No,
rice paper.
the-
It was.
You know
it was,
what? I
yeah,
do
probably was
remember
rice
that,
paper. It was
but I never-
colored.
Nobody ever brought
thought
that
they
in.
were
You
just
sent
eating
it.
paper.
Oh, I had friends who just brought them in, and they would just like be
They
eating it
go,
all
"Hey,
day.
you want
Isn't
some
that
of
just like
Well,
eating
like, what's
The
that
word is
drug that
disgusting,
looks
yeah.
like
Just like a
paper?
snack.
Isn't there like
Acid?
a drug? Yeah, they're like, you want some acid? Like just pretending it's acid. They're like, oh, you know.
Yeah, trying to be
Yeah.
cool.
Yikes!
In elementary school, you were doing
elementary
acid?
school.
No, I was just saying like they like it was a cool thing
I
to
know
do.
I
You know,
did.
like you thought it was like
Acid.
a bad thing. No, not acid. Just the idea. Okay, never mind. Forget it. Olivia, anybody?
I can't remember any like specific events happening.
You don't remember like the kid that you felt bad for him because you knew like they were doing their best, but like they were like, oh man, do less. You know.
I feel like you've got one. You want to share
I've
it?
got a few.
Oh,
I
go ahead.
I went to public
That
school. in
kid's
San
name?
Antonio.
Go ahead.
John Albright.
Yeah, I was the kid. Maybe I don't know. I didn't do anything that weird. But I had two. One mild, one definitely
Yep.
like weird. One girl I knew, she would eat ketchup, just like eat ketchup.
Stop.
And I was
With a
like,
spoon?
I'm gonna
yeah,
be
and I would
sick.
ask like, because at school you had like the thing that you pumped ketchup into
No.
like the things, the whole thing. She would like literally have tons of it, and I was like, why do you eat so much ketchup? Ready for this?
No,
No.
I don't know.
Poor thing.
She said it was horse blood and she wanted to become a horse. That's what she told me.
I love her.
By the way, we were way too old for this to be a normal answer. This was like probably 4th or 5th grade.
Oh my god.
I mean, I remember it, so it was definitely at an age where.
Scarring.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
Okay.
was rough.
The ultimate horse girl. Honestly, die for your art.
So where is she now?
Oh, that's gnarly.
Did she do it? Is what I'm asking.
Equestrian.
No, she's not a horse. Weird.
She's not.
This is gonna
she's
really shock
not a
you.
horse.
Not a horse.
That's bizarre to me.
Isn't that
Frankly.
weird?
That's
But
just
you know
kind of
what's funny is like
strange.
she like wasn't like normal. Like that was the only thing. That
Was she
the
trying to
weird
be
part.
funny?
No,
Yeah.
she seemed pretty
You know
serious.
she was.
Maybe she's sarcastic.
I'm telling you right now, I wish that there was anything that I could
Yep.
chalk it up to
Uh-huh,
sarcasm.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dead serious.
Because sometimes it's like they're playing mind games with you. They're
Of
like,
course.
Like, I
oh,
wanna
I'm
be a
eating horse blood.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
like,
course.
haha.
No, this was dead
She's trying to get in
serious.
your head. That
Oh,
girl
maybe.
went on to
Wow.
beat you out for ASB president. Could you believe it?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Whoa.
God, no. I lost my VP by 2 votes.
Wow.
Election. Isn't that sad? Whatever.
Whatever.
Get
It's in the
over it.
past now.
I'm over it.
It's in the
I'm
past
over it. You're
now.
watching this, Emily.
I wonder. I feel like it could be two different things. I feel like sometimes kids who are a little bit different, they could just be really smart, and so they don't belong, or they kind of have a weird like home life,
Yeah.
and so
You always. I mean, I'm not shaming.
Yeah, if you want to make it
people.
sad.
Yeah.
no. I'm just like Just I don't know.
You're thinking of the backstory. They could really have like a terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
well,
You're kind of
like
the
what
worst
makes
for
someone
bringing this
what
up,
makes someone
you know?
want to be a horse? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Elementary school, you're obsessed with horses.
Yeah,
You're
I
in
mean, I
third
think it
grade.
was just kind of one of those.
Yeah,
things.
maybe. I mean, some people are just kind of quirky.
Yeah.
That's true.
that's right.
My other one was just like, he was. I mean, he's good. I liked him. He's a good guy, but he just like did not give an F about nothing.
Yeah.
Like one of those guys where he just like, you know, people would like try and make fun of him, and he was just
Sure.
like,
Whatever.
man.
Mm-hmm.
He's just like, and he's also just like gross, like
Oh.
picking his nose, like in front of
That's
everyone.
okay. That's the stuff that I'm like, okay, let's draw the line there.
Yeah, and again, that's where like, and I was always so enamored by the idea that he like just didn't like
Care.
He never got embarrassed, like never. People would be like, "Hey man, why are you picking your nose?" Like call him out in front of everyone, and he'd just be like,
F all of my.
or sometimes he wouldn't even stop. He'd just be like,
Oh my god.
"I'm like,
Gotta get up
That
in
is
there.
epic,
My
bro.
man.
That is epic. Imagine like what you could do with that kind of
Yeah.
power. You know what I
yeah."
mean?
He had definitely like don't f with me energy, like, and that's
Oh,
you know, I wish
That
I
man's
had that.
name.
I
Today,
envy him, John
Jeffrey
Albright.
Bezos.
I don't
Oh
know-
my
Could you
god.
imagine? I don't know where he is now. I don't have
bald.
him on any. He didn't have that. He also was
Rich.
like the kid that didn't get into social media when social media came. So like, there's
fair.
no way to follow
He's
him.
smart.
You know,
So
again,
you don't know.
that energy, he didn't need
That's
it. you know?
wild. That
Doesn't
is
need
so
nothing.
wild.
Yeah, he was.
That
he was
fully
a lot.
tracks.
He was also like the guy that he was just like very unaware, you know. And, but I think I feel like it was really intentional. Like he like you know like when your pants would ride down and his crack would show, he wouldn't care. Wouldn't care.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe he had a bad home life or something. Because I
Maybe,
mean,
but-
is that not caring, or is that just like how old are you guys? Like,
This guy had that throughout. Like I went to high school with him, and like throughout from the moment I met him, I mean, we had that thing where you kind of followed a lot of people into high school and then graduate.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
And I think everybody has that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe that's not the thing, and he was like that. Like the moment we graduate, like he graduated and he was wearing like basketball shorts, just like showing up, man. He just getting his diploma. I was like, that's energy, man.
Dude.
That is energy.
That guy is now making millions on Wall Street.
that's right.
Who knows?
That's
He also felt like he was
crazy.
kind of in his own world a lot too.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
he like didn't socialize a lot, which I liked him, and I tried to talk to him a lot
Uh-huh.
because I was like, I saw that energy. I was like, man, I love this.
Need
kid.
to be
Like-
a part of
like,
that.
Who is
yeah.
this guy? you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And yeah, he's a good guy though.
That's
I
epic.
don't know where he is. I'll find out. Give you a little update.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, no names,
fascinating.
but he's a good guy. I mean,
Yeah,
But I went to high school with him.
but he's in my yearbook.
But
I can show you. I'm just kidding. I will.
Yikes!
I will.
You described him in great detail.
I want you guys to draw out what you think he looks
I
like.
have an image.
And then we'll.
Okay.
I think
Compare.
I have an image.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
What about you, Libby? Did you have anybody or no?
no one I
You
can
just
think
talked about how we were hurting people. You're like, they're hurt people.
Hurting people hurt
I don't
people.
know. I thought like, yeah, I don't know. The weird kids were always kind of interesting to me. I like was very all over the place in high school. Like I didn't really have like.
Oh, alrighty.
Wow.
Hey.
So much to do, so much to see. So
Why? I thought that was only for Aaron.
That is my ringtone. Is the isolated vocals for All Star.
Is that what that is?
I was
No
wondering,
wonder
I was
it
like,
sounds
this is
different.
just the vocals.
Yeah,
Song.
it
Yeah,
sounds
not the
different.
song. I found the stems online. That's never happened to me before. Wow. That my
Wow.
phone rang.
First time.
I always silence my
First
phone.
time
but-
for everything.
That was
So there you have
crazy.
it.
Nobody thought I was going to break the swear jar, but here we are.
Wow.
You should have.
So what's next for What's
Again.
Podcast?
Yeah, true.
What's the next ceiling?
Yeah. Where? How
Break
can we?
right through it.
What were you saying, Olivia? Sorry.
Not important.
I was
probably.
just saying, like in high school, I didn't really have like. Well, I had a group of friends, but I would also kind of bounce around a lot. So like I would like go to a bunch of different groups, and I like every year I sat with like different people at lunch. There was obviously like some consistent people that I was friends with like throughout high school. One of my best friends, Janelle, but I like. Yeah, I don't know. It was kind of interesting. I feel like I got to talk with a lot of kids and like a lot of people who might have been like more quiet or kind of did some strange things. But there was no one to me that was like sticking out as like, oh yeah, this was
The
like
weirdo.
crazy. Yeah, there was like definitely funny, like weird things that would happen, like
Yeah.
crazy people. But yeah, I don't know.
No
Was that-
elementary school.
There was always a kid that
Young.
wore like a jacket in 90-degree weather, right?
Oh,
Like
yes.
Always, like a trench coat.
and
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
long pants. And
A
like,
trench
he's
coat.
got to be like dying.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
was a
That was
kid
me.
Really?
in high school
No way.
Sometimes.
who he would wear a black trench coat every day. Long to the ground.
And
it.
see,
But everyone thought he was cool,
I want
so.
somebody to run, like, do a case study. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, on the kids that, like, maybe seem like on the outskirts, I want them just, like, somebody to follow. Maybe it's a documentary.
Breakfast
like, somebody
Club.
follows them all the way up,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And just see where they end up. Some of them might be, like, it might be Jack in the Box Burgers. I don't
Or
know.
if you stage like, oh, they're all in detention. One day it's like a bunch of
Yeah.
people from different groups,
Different
and they're
walks
all
of
in
life,
detention.
There's a script here.
And
Hold
then
on.
it's them like just talking about their lives
The
and
fallout
like
of
you
that,
know,
like,
it's,
oh, well, you don't understand. You're not a job.
you think you have a good
okay.
life,
All
you
right.
know.
Yeah. My
All right.
dad hit me.
On the outside,
you
it
know?
looks like it's great,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
really popularity comes
Okay,
with a
sad,
cost.
sad again.
I'm a princess.
Did you ever have
loser.
detention?
What kind of walk of life is that?
Did you ever
You're
get
the
detention?
I'm a
princess?
nerd.
No, didn't have detention.
I went to detention one time.
Ryan
I did
paid his
too.
way out of detention.
They had a thing.
You paid your way out of detention?
No, and not like I scammed somebody. This was a thing. This was my school. They were like, yeah, you've got Saturday school, or just pay $75
Yep.
and not go.
Wait, that is so not a thing.
Private schools.
And we wonder why your school closed.
I know, honestly, I don't know. They either had it figured out or they didn't.
So
I guess.
did you pay or did mom and dad pay?
Oh, mom and dad paid. I didn't have a job. I
I don't know when this
just
was.
like this was a.
Didn't you have something
junior
the
year.
same day? Is that why?
Well,
Yeah,
you probably
of
have
course.
rehearsal.
CYT
I was
rehearsals,
busy.
guaranteed.
Yeah.
Oh my
But it
god,
was
Attention.
literally like
rich kid.
I didn't even try. There was like a whole. We had to do like a poem, like unit, right, for school, whatever. And we were learning about these poets, and I had to do an entire essay on Robert Frost. And the
You're a
time
rat.
came,
You didn't do it.
and I didn't do it. No, so I just copied it, like.
Oh, you copied. Nice.
Like
I was like,
copy,
You got
paste.
detention for not
Like-
taking an essay? I was like, I would have been
No,
living in
like
detention.
copy and paste, like the entire essay.
Such
like,
a rat.
Did none of it.
Nice.
Such a rat.
Nice.
And Cara never cheated before, so
You never cheated?
Not like that.
please,
Do you want to know
Plenty of
why I got detention?
please.
Because I was absent, or not absent. I was late to class 3 times.
Whoa.
Why
If
were
you
you
were-
late?
I used to have to take my
Yeah.
brother and sister to school before I went to
Weird.
school, and then you'd hit that weird Santee traffic. So I was late 3
Just
times,
3 times,
Uh-huh.
and when you hit
You only
3,
hit it 3 times, though?
well, when you hit 3, you
Just
get
the 3
detention.
times. That was it.
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
So
Only
I
the
got
3
detention.
times.
Detention
because of that.
because my freaking teacher, I like last 5 minutes class, popped my phone out,
Yes.
thought he was chill.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, put your phone away. Like, okay. He's like, come talk to me. I'm like,
Oh,
after class.
my
I'm
gosh.
like, oh, great. We had step
God.
cards too back. Oh, no, we didn't have step cards. Never mind. And so I went up to, I was thinking of junior high. I went up to his desk and he's like, hey, man, you got to keep your phone in your backpack till the bell rings. I said, okay. He's like, I'm not going to write you up for this. He's like, but next time, be smart. I was like, hey, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I was like, it was super, super nice. Literally 2 weeks later, I get pulled into the principal's office. So this person, Mr. Blah, 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 wrote you up for having your phone out in class.
Whoa.
I go,
Whoa.
I literally go, he told me he wasn't going to write me up for that. Like it was going to help. But, and he's like, I don't know what to tell you, man. Write-up's right here.
What the heck?
oh my
And I'm like-
gosh.
Night.
So I literally, the next class, I was bold in high school. I was like,
Good for you.
why'd you write me up? I was like,
Yeah.
you told me you were going
Yeah.
to write me up. And he's like, I didn't say that. I was like, yes, you did.
Whoa.
I started filming. I was like, yes, you did. Say it again. Slowly this time. Say it. No, and then I was in detention. I was
Dang.
terrified in detention.
I'd
was
be so
terrified.
annoyed.
I was so bored because they didn't even let you do
It was
homework.
detention at Santana. I mean, like, just give that a vibe for a second. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. It was not fun.
Dang.
But, whatever. It is what it is.
I remember
Wow.
going in and them being like, you have to sit at the desk, nothing out. You sit there for an hour. And I was like,
Yeah.
I can't even do homework. And they're like,
Corporal
no.
punishment.
So stupid.
Isn't that weird that was like the form of punishment in high school?
There's
so
so
weird.
many
You just
better
sit
ways.
there?
So many more like helpful.
What would you have
Positive ways.
kids doing?
Have them like clean up
Clean
like
something.
desks,
Let
like
them do their
scrape
homework.
tables.
A lot
Or
of these kids are
homework,
probably in
yeah.
detention because of like academic stuff. So why
Yeah.
wouldn't you like make them do homework while they were there?
What do you
True.
learn from doing
Well,
that?
Yeah.
you like this.
Duh. No, like, yeah.
What do you
else
learn
is there?
from sitting and doing
No,
nothing?
you don't learn anything, right? From
So
high
then
school,
what's
you
the
learn in
point?
between the lines.
So what is the point then?
I mean, then
It's like you get
then you go,
detention, you need
okay,
to clean the
now they're
bathrooms or
gonna
something.
like clean the campus,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay. Now all day you got to clean the campus. Then it's like,
Clean the bathroom? I
you're
would
making them
never.
work. Like this is,
You're
Child
making
labor.
them
child
sit.
labor.
No, it's
Totally.
not.
Easy.
That's not child labor.
Did you guys ever have to go to the office and get a work permit, like a student work permit, and like fill out all
Didn't
that
have a job.
paperwork?
Didn't
Yeah,
have
I
a
had to
job.
do that.
Oh my
Did you
god!
have a job in high school?
Yeah,
Nice. Where'd you work?
SeaWorld.
Tilly's.
sweet.
Oh no.
Well, no, Tilly's was during like winter break for like a month.
Tilly's.
Right,
But
like we didn't work.
I had to go in,
I have a job.
and I'd have to
No,
fill out.
they're
You have to
deadbeat.
fill out all this stuff for a student work permit,
Uh-huh.
and it took like 2 weeks to come back in. But I remember that sucked.
Yeah.
That was a weird thing I
By
had to
far,
do.
my favorite part of this conversation is that you bought your way out of detention.
Right? Can we
100%.
talk about
Isn't
that?
that great?
$75.
$75.
That's really
It's great.
expensive. That is
Yeah.
really expensive.
What?
Why would wait? What? Yeah.
It was actually when you got
Was Saturday school
this
like
was
4 hours?
This was private school, bro. When you got Saturday school, you had to pay $25
Just to go.
just to go.
Oh.
What the heck?
But
There's something really wrong with that.
yeah,
you know what
super
I'm saying?
messed up. Super messed up.
Yeah, that's
they
not okay.
justified it being like, okay, yeah, there has to be somebody there, like
Pay
an
the teacher.
Pay the
Oh,
teacher.
come on.
Yeah. That's how they
Come
justify it.
on.
Yeah.
That is such a
Well, no,
joke.
I just think the 75, the buyout option is so problematic too. You know, because like if
Sure.
you're a kid, like the only way you learn is by like
Yeah,
making up for your
it's the
mistakes.
only one I ever got. I never like got in trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like that's crazy to go like, oh, $75 and you don't have to
And you
come.
don't have
It's
to
like,
go.
what? Like what kind of
yeah, but then
foundation
your
are we
then your
building
parents
here?
are like, I have to pay 25 anyways. What's 50 more?
100%. Yeah.
That is insane. Also, how many people were? Oh, you didn't go. But how? I wonder
I'll
how
never
many.
know.
I wonder how many people like go to Saturday school.
Oh, place
Yeah.
was
Like,
packed
a
every
bunch.
weekend. Everybody
Packed?
was getting them. Yeah.
So
everybody's
then they're
getting
just like
Saturday
making
school.
a bunch of money because
That's what's so
$25 a
lame.
kid. That's a
Yeah.
lot. That's more than the teacher's salary or
Well,
whatever.
in private school, there's
Dude.
so many rules that it's like if your shorts just like or your skirt is an inch too short, like sorry,
yeah.
bye.
So messed, bro.
That's crazy.
Obnoxious.
Something that got me nostalgic today. Today actually was your video.
Yes.
Oh.
And if you listen, I'm gonna plug Year of Yes because I always do.
Please.
But you're putting out 2 videos a week, and you put out today's video. And I wanted you to know I saw the TikTok first because you sent it to me, and I was watching it. And until that moment where you like flip it open, I was like, "Where is this going?" Like it's this dramatic,
so
like
bizarre.
if you've ever watched Bo Burnham or his new special, it's very that.
Yeah.
I imagine that was kind
That
of
was,
an inspiration.
a lot of the inspiration for
Yeah,
sure.
but it's so original. Like the lyrics and the song is so incredible. And the whole song was about DS chat. So what's
Picto
it called?
chat.
Picto chat.
Picto
And
chat.
it threw me back.
Right?
Like I remember having DSs and like chatting for like hours with my friends
Yep.
in the
Like,
same room.
in the same room,
Because
yeah.
it's like isn't
It
it,
has to be
proximity?
you
connected.
have to be,
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah.
you have to be like
Well,
right by them. I couldn't even
Looking
do it with
back,
my neighbor.
which is so funny. Like
Tried.
I tried.
I was
for
thinking
sure
about this
tried.
today. Like, yeah, how would you chat with people?
Back up a little bit. Back up.
No, like we're across the
No,
room.
keep going.
We're
It's
in
fine.
chat A.
It was
Chat
like
A.
Chat A.
looking back.
I've been
I remember
shopping.
having. Do you remember talking to your parents about Wi-Fi for the first time? Being
Yes.
like, Mom, we got to get Wi-Fi.
Or cellular data.
That was
Yeah.
Ryan's. That was Ryan's
Okay,
journey.
I was on the front
I
end
was
of this
never
because we
that
had
kid.
a Wii, and it was like, oh, like you can play online Mario Kart, connect with Wi-Fi,
Yep.
and I remember being like, what is Wi-Fi? Like,
We need
okay,
it.
we need it. Like, Mom, let's get some Wi-Fi. And
was
she's
for-
like,
it was
she's
for
like,
the-
what is it? Internet for the Wii? Like, you don't need that. Like,
It
we have
was
internet for the
me-
computer.
Me mingle, right? Wasn't that what it was? Like
That
your
was later on,
Mii's
I
could
think.
go
Yeah,
online
yeah. Mhm.
with other Mii's.
Share
That
the
was
Mii's.
late. That was late Wii.
That was when we got the Wii, 2008.
Yeah,
So
because I remember
crazy.
you'd go to that menu and then it was like if you don't have
2007.
Wi-Fi, you can't go.
Yeah, it's like,
anywhere.
sorry, connect to Wi-Fi. And I was
Yeah.
like, I've never seen that word before. Like,
But playing online was always so mystical to me.
Uh-huh.
Like I
Yeah.
remember getting an Xbox and then paying for the
Xbox Live, right?
Yeah, the Xbox Live card. And it was like I was so terrible at any of the games you could play on Xbox, but I was like playing live and like having a headset was so
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my favorite one by far was I think it was by Xbox, the like movement. Like you stood there and
Connect.
it's
Oh,
like
the camera. Yeah.
it was like the little camera, but you didn't have to hold anything.
yeah.
It was like doom.
So
Oh,
cool.
those were cool. Yeah.
The Wii was a source of like huge entertainment for us. When we
Oh,
had the
yeah,
Wii,
same.
We had
Bowling.
the Rock Band. We had
Yeah.
the sports
Rock Band.
things. We had like the sports
connection.
actual
The
thing where
tennis.
you put it into the tennis racket
Yes,
and you
yes.
like it mattered.
So
Yeah,
funny.
so
cool.
I know.
Could you
So
imagine us in the
funny.
living room just like as kids like, whew. And then somebody figured out you could bowl like while sitting down, which
Yep.
obviously.
Yeah.
Of course,
Right?
because why wouldn't you?
But like, I remember thinking you had to be standing. You're
Yeah.
like, okay, let's do this.
So
good.
fun.
What was your earliest memory of anything like video game related?
Yeah. I got a Game Boy Advanced for
Yeah.
Christmas
Is this
one
Are
year.
those the square ones?
No,
There
they're-
was it was like the next one after the square. So there was like the Game Boy is like this rectangle
Yeah.
looking, right? And then the
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance was like a longer.
and it was see through.
Hold on, I gotta see it. real
Was
quick.
your see? Did you have like a
Let me
see
see if I
through
can.
one?
No, didn't you have a gray one?
I had a purple. I had a couple of them.
You had purple?
I
I
had a
had
purple
pink.
one.
Game Boy Advanced? Here we go.
Yes.
I'll share it. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! Whoa! Trigger warning. This will send you into childhood. This is crazy.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
so I had
yeah.
that one. Yes, this one right here.
Yeah.
I had
Let
both
me
of
go
these.
to
I
it.
had.
Both of those.
Dude.
I gotta
Sorry,
go to
if
it.
you're watching, Kara's working on it.
Is that the
We're
game?
on it.
Is that the Game Boy you would play Jimmy Neutron on?
Yeah, we had Jimmy Neutron and we had.
There it
I
is.
don't know if we had Pokemon, but we had Super Mario 3. Was definitely like played that all the time.
Wow.
So
We were a
Connor,
There's
strictly-
cartridges I remember. just
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We were a strictly Nintendo family, believe it or not. So
Really?
I never had an Xbox or
Yeah.
a PlayStation. I went from having one of these to a GameCube
Yeah.
GameCube was
to
fun.
a Wii to now I have a Switch.
me and
Wow.
Connor had. I don't remember what Christmas it was, but we both got Game Boy Advance, and mine was pink and his was blue. That blue one that was up
Beautiful.
there.
Oh,
And
sorry.
then, like Noah ended up getting that one, the little flip shut one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Emma got all the DSs. We never got DSs.
Yeah, you
'cause
got a
we
DS.
Moved on from there.
I had a Nintendo
You had a black
too.
DS.
I didn't have a DS, but my
Obviously,
Game Boy
Picto Chat.
Advance.
Yeah.
Like the chat,
We
I
had
don't know.
that, and then we also had what's it called? Oh, we just grew up with PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
That was before Game Boy. Is we had the PlayStation.
It was all kind of the same time,
yeah.
but for you guys it was before.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly it
Uh-huh.
was Christmas, and up until this point, we had shared devices. It was PlayStation, the
Yeah.
first PlayStation, and we had like this whole console thing in the living room, and it was very much like my, David and Bobby, like
Yeah.
were dominating that because I was like, I was a little younger,
Kid.
getting in on it was like every once in a while I'd be like, I get to play
Once in a
Yeah, yeah.
Fun fact: the only time, well, one of the only times we ever seen David cry was when
Yep.
Oh no.
they were playing Madden, like one of the first Maddens.
Yes.
And David had the Patriots. Football
Of
thing,
course.
but-
Of course.
and Bobby had the Panthers. The reason Bobby chose the Panthers is because he likes Panthers, like the animal Panthers, not like
So good.
The team.
And he beat David with the Panthers.
So
Which is like
good.
back then, it was like a big deal because Panthers weren't that great. And, the Patriots are great. And David literally cried. I kind of remember being there almost. Like I remember being in the background, and be like, "Is he
Oh my
crying?"
That
gosh.
is so good.
So for a long time, it was just like all shared experience, right?
Always.
So one Christmas, I remember we all come down the stairs. Did you guys ever do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or
we
you
had, we had a whole Christmas episode, John. Remember?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Broke it open.
You came down the stairs, right
all
over.
come down. None of your presents are wrapped. Doesn't
So
make any sense.
funny.
Does not wrap ours.
That is so
And
funny.
doesn't make
my
sense.
brothers both find like the DS is the one that fold.
Yeah.
And like at the back of my thing I had one. It was silver. And I was like,
Yeah, that was Noah's.
and I remember being like, this is it. Achievement unlocked.
Yeah,
Yep,
done. I'm
yep,
a gamer now.
yep,
And I was
yep.
like, I'm a gamer now.
Wow.
I play games.
You'll see. But yeah.
My dad had a Suburban.
Okay.
And it had like the flip down TV. Really old.
Oh, you were high tech.
So when we would go to Vegas every summer, we would stock with
The PlayStation.
we'd put the PlayStation in the car,
You connect
and we
it?
had this game. We don't remember what it's called. We call it the monkey game,
Okay.
and it's like you choose a monkey color, and there's all these mini games, and we'd always play that in the car. And when we get tired, we would. Because PlayStation, you can play DVDs. We'd
Yeah.
put Fantastic Four in. And we'd always watch Fantastic Four.
That is
Fantastic Four.
hilarious.
Like-
Was it Super Monkey Ball, right?
No, it was.
That was
I need
it?
to find it.
That's pretty cool.
But we
Yeah.
call it Monkey Game, and then it broke
Monkey
because it had
Game.
buzzers.
The worst day in the Philly house.
You
my
used
game
you
broke.
used buzzers instead of like controls. It was buzzers.
Wait,
Whoa.
That was something else.
that kind
I
of
need
sounds
to look
familiar
it
to
up.
me.
We had it for a long time. It only
Wasn't-
broke
wasn't
like
a
7
Super
years
Monkey
ago.
Ball, tell you
Was there
what.
ever did
Interesting.
you guys ever watch movies on like a road trip, like DVD player or anything?
We had our
Yes.
mini DVD player.
Oh yeah, video now. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Those
I
were
had
fun.
one. I was in trouble. I was in trouble for like the whatever. I was always in trouble when I was a kid.
Grounded.
I was grounded, and I had just a DVD player, and I remember watching Iron Man 1 literally 10 times.
Oh,
Like the whole time being grounded. I was
So
like,
good.
I'd finish the movie. It's the only movie I had in my room, so I could finish it.
Coming.
Like, oh my gosh, so good. Like 5 minutes, I go like putz around, like do something, and then I'd be like, well, I'll watch it again. I mean, what's the problem with watching it again? You
I
know?
know. What do you think?
What do you think? I'm talking to myself. Like, you know, like,
we gonna do it? We gonna
I
watch it
watch.
again?
I have so many.
We'd get in
vivid
trouble
memories.
all the time.
We'd get in trouble. All that. I have vivid memories of like literally. I feel like I can still see the movie on like the actual DVD player in front of me.
Uh-huh.
You know, because it's like all one unit,
Uh-huh.
whatever.
So good.
That is
So crazy.
hilarious.
I found the game.
Go ahead.
What is
It is Buzz Jungle Party for the PlayStation 2.
Wow.
You were
See if
all
he
little
strikes-
monkeys.
See if it strikes.
This is
memories.
like-
doesn't strike
That
anything
looks
for me.
very
We have games at
familiar.
home.
One of the
The games at home.
Yep. No, it was so fun. One of the mini games was it was all these monkeys and they were sitting in a jacuzzi with this big gorilla, and you had to.
Interesting. This is
The gorilla was
weird.
like asleep,
Oh.
and you had to hold down your buzzer for them to fart, so it would be bubbles in the little bath, like in the watering hole. And then when you saw the gorilla like start to wake up,
These
you'd have
two
to
are
stop.
so shocked.
So if your bubbles were still going, you were out. It was like those kind of mini
Oh,
games.
that's
We
like a
play
game
that.
on Mario.
like Mario
so,
Kart.
So
So we
it's
play that
like
in our
Mario
jacuzzi.
Party, but not like
But monkeys.
good, like not
No,
fun.
it was so fun because it was buzzers.
Put that in our jacuzzi.
So fun.
I played that before.
I've done that.
I was the gorilla.
And then
Your guys'
my
faces were so incredible. You guys are just like so deadpan, like.
hold on. My all-time favorite Nintendo Game Boy game
Go ahead.
was the Lizzie McGuire.
Yes.
game.
Okay, this one I do
Love.
know.
Yeah.
I love my Lizzie McGuire. I still have it. And then another
Let's
one
play
I
it.
loved was a Spy Kids. I think it was Spy Kids 2.
Oh God.
Spy Kids.
Spy Kids 2.
Kids
And
2.
my mom's old car, we used to keep the little games in like the pocket behind the seat.
Uh-huh.
When she got rid of that car, the stinking game was in there.
Oh, ouchie.
Lizzie.
Ouchie.
Lizzie
no,
McGuire.
no, not Lizzie.
Oh.
Spy
Oh, good.
Kids.
Spy
I
Kids.
have
Oh.
those.
That's
Spike.
fine.
I think we can like those Spike
Yeah, I
Kids.
think
had
that's
Shrek
probably
Got a lot of
healthy.
mileage out of Spike Kids,
Probably
didn't
good.
they?
Yeah, probably good.
That's great.
Dude.
Anyways, PictoChat.
Picto Chat. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was so. All of that culminates to. I found my DS.
I was gonna
Like a lot
ask
of
you.
things during COVID that I dug out,
Yeah.
brushed
A little
off,
spring cleaning. And
Yeah.
flipped open, still works. No
in your
problem.
in your
Charge it
giant
up.
memory box.
That's right.
Did you play any? You have any games for DS still or no? Just the one that's in there.
Yeah, I ended up getting some on eBay. Yeah, so I was playing WarioWare.
this goes
Oh no,
way
this is
further
this
than
is way.
It's way
no,
deeper
I'm
than
very
you'd
much
ever
playing
wanna
it
go.
these days.
Yeah,
There's
this was like a
lot
year and a half
down here.
ago.
WarioWare, right? Playing little mini games and stuff.
Yep.
It's
Wow.
good.
So awesome.
It's good
But you
time.
wrote this song
Where
about
are you?
Picto Chat, and it literally, like, you know what really brought me back is in the video you like cover, and then
Scribble
you
the
use
whole
the
screen.
eraser and you write your name. I was like, I literally did that. Like, I did that.
Yep.
So and then the S,
The comments were funny.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Superman S.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my
I would spend like 10
gosh.
minutes trying to color in like every
Every
make
inch
it
of the
black.
little
Yeah.
screen and then send
My
it.
favorite thing was he says, "Hey, are you out there?" or something like that. It's like,
Anyone
can you
there?
hear me? Are you there?
So
So
good.
funny.
It's
Did
like
you-
so good. The music too is good too. It was so
Did
good.
you guys ever have Tamagotchi?
Didn't
No,
have
you know, a lot of my friends had them. I never had it.
That was a big thing
Yeah.
when I would
After
go to
the fart
rehearse.
game?
When I was
Yeah.
on the way to.
So when you got bored of the
no,
fart
'cause
game,
when I would go to
put on
rehearsals,
Fantastic Four, play with
and
the
it was like all
Tamagotchi.
my friends, and we were
Fart
just little rats in the ensemble, and we like didn't do anything the whole rehearsal.
Sure.
We would take out
Classic.
our Tamagotchis and sit in a circle and just connect them.
Yep.
And just play. It was
I
so
remember.
much fun.
I remember girls doing that, and one of the girls in CRT gave me one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I still have mine.
You still have it?
No.
You let
That
it
girl's
die.
name?
It died almost
Cara.
immediately. No.
You got rid of it
That
though?
wasn't me, man.
Yeah, I think I had it
came
when
back
I was like
in the
4
past
years old.
12 years, yeah.
I
So-
I have mine,
Let's get our
and
hands on some
literally for the
Tamagotchis
past
and
10
let's
years, I've been
see
like,
who
I'm
can
gonna
keep
get
it
a
alive
watch
longer.
battery.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put the battery in it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring
Or
it back to life.
Webkins. I liked Webkins.
Never have.
That's the one you bought the
Stuffed
toy
animal,
and then
yeah.
you had a code that went into
It's
right.
the smartest business model, yeah.
I don't know about that.
A Club
What do you
Penguin.
mean?
I was on Club Penguin
don't know
a
about it.
lot.
You never
did it.
used Webkins?
No.
Come on.
You
I
knew
don't-
what Webkins
my
were.
neighbor
I knew what it was,
really
but I
into
didn't-
it.
Come
I didn't really do it.
on.
My neighbor was really into it, and so I watched.
So
her
you
do
were really into
whatever.
it.
That was
Emma,
always
Emma
my-
I
was
never
really
had
into
one.
it.
I wanted one. I'll admit, I wanted one. I never
My
had one.
gosh, I was obsessed
Emma
with
had like
Webkins.
4 of them.
Yeah.
Typical.
Yeah.
But yes, Club Penguin
Do you ever
all the
look
way.
back and go like, oh, my siblings liking things immediately set you against liking things? Did you ever like dislike?
Is that why you didn't
Were
like
you ever
Webkins?
not interested in something out of
'Cause they're-
spite?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Mine was opposite.
Same.
Emma would always copy me.
Oh.
When I was little and I figured out I didn't like onions, immediately she was like, I don't like onions.
That's still true.
That's crazy.
That's
I don't
still
like
true
Yeah,
now.
but
That's
the one-
still-
So
that
you
holds water.
You're,
That holds
so
water
one
there.
so one
That
can
still
just decide
exists.
to not like
That still
onions.
exists.
Yeah.
The
So
one
the
thing that
choice
changed
is-
was I like tomatoes
Yeah,
now.
okay.
But it was about on the same time where I was like, I don't like tomatoes. But she still doesn't like tomatoes.
It's the same exact thing. Kara said I don't like fish. Emma said I don't like fish.
Really?
Kara
She
said,
would do everything
I
I
don't
did.
like onions.
Everything.
Emma said I
Yeah.
don't like onions.
It's cute.
Did the same thing here?
No, I
No.
idolized Ryan. Honestly, like I don't like to look too far back because I'm
I tried
ashamed
as
of my
hard as I could
past.
to
God.
push her.
Yeah,
Push her down.
squash break my spirit,
That's
but
right.
it didn't work.
And it worked.
No, well, eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he used to do the thing where like he'd be playing a video game and he'd put a CPU player with him, but keep the remote unplugged. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought I was playing, but I was never
Did you ever
playing.
get handed because you're a younger sibling? You ever
That
get
is
handed
genius. No, I used to do
controller
it to
that
my
wasn't
little
plugged in?
cousin.
Evil.
though.
pretty
Evil.
good.
I mean, we used to do it together. Like, my little cousin really wanted to play. We're like, so we're like, here you go. I remember doing that.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
100%.
awful.
Yeah.
Here you
Does it
go.
hurt anybody?
I mean,
is anybody getting hurt?
In all,
Hurts
in all due
nobody.
respect, I would.
Helps everyone.
Whenever we
Hurts
played
nobody.
like
Goes back in the economy.
when we played Lego Star Wars, I'd just like fall into the lava repeatedly. You know, do you remember that, Ryan?
Yeah,
Yeah, you were
I
always
like
sabotaging
yeah,
the game.
on purpose. It was
Oh
kind of
yeah,
fun.
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah, there's a lot there.
Big heart for that.
Love.
Big heart for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy. DSs, they took me out back, man. I was like, we had a bunch of DSs, and then they came out with a 3D DS. I never had one of those.
Emma did.
Nah,
Too
not
much.
too
Too
much.
That one's
It's
bougie.
too much, man.
Emma has one. It's
Do less.
It wasn't ever really 3D. It was always kind of just blurry.
I remember
Yes.
it being such a big deal though.
Yeah.
Like, they're like 3D technology. You know, like what?
That never really panned out for them.
You don't have to wear glasses
in
with
by
it. Remember when you wore glasses?
Did you? Okay, wait. Did you watch Spy Kids 4 at home with the
Oh.
red and blue glasses?
Whoa.
No,
Stop.
Spy Kids
Right?
3D.
I'm
Olivia.
digging a lot into
Spy
my
Kids
past.
3D.
What? Which one is that? The third one then? I thought it was the fourth one.
3D.
You
Oh.
bought the glasses and you watched at home,
Yeah,
right?
you get them at like Target or something, and then
Yeah.
it was on TV, like on Nickelodeon.
I watched that.
Yeah.
Dude,
I
do you
did,
remember
yeah.
when
Yep.
3D was such a big thing for like a hot
Yes.
minute, and now it's like you don't buy 3D TVs anymore.
Yeah, there
'cause
used to be,
nobody
like-
cares.
Yeah, what's the point? Is the
3D
thing. What's the
movies
point?
were
Did
like
you guys ever
all
go to
the
a
action
place
movies.
where someone did have a 3D TV?
I did.
No,
I did one time, and it was pretty cool.
was it actually?
You wore
though?
glasses, right?
Yeah.
They had like
That would be
glasses.
so
and I was
annoying,
like-
though.
I know that's the part for me and I wore glasses as a kid too,
Uh-huh.
so you had to do the like
Double.
double situation. You're like, this is so uncomfortable.
I think the best, like,
Ooh, so cool.
I don't
Even
think
like
it was
going to the movie
3D.
theater too. It was like a whole thing. Like, oh, you want to see it in 3D? It's like,
Yeah.
no, us
Never.
collectively because nobody wants to.
Yeah.
You bring up a good point though. Like I haven't even heard like of a 3D movie in like
No,
10
me neither.
years.
That's
At
so
least.
weird.
Well, that's
That's so
because
funny.
that's
Olivia.
because
Remember
every
3D
single
used to be a thing.
Yeah.
well, I'm pretty sure that every single movie that they come out with, you can still see it in 3D
Nope.
if you want to.
You'd
Right?
be hard. No, you'd be hard pressed to find it. When was the last 3D movie you saw?
Like since like the Harry Potter,
No
like
way.
I'm thinking of
movies
were
like
out.
when you accidentally went and you're like, oh, can I get a ticket for this? And then you go in and it's 3D and you're like,
no,
I didn't want 3D.
I'm totally with you on that. I literally don't think that's been a problem for like.
For
I thought
like
they still
5
made
years.
them. They just
At
didn't like
least.
Yeah,
advertise.
that's crazy.
No, I don't think they make them anymore.
Do you guys remember the Rugrats movie where he scratched and sniffed?
That I do remember.
It was the
Remember that?
Rugrats meet the wild thornberries.
Really? No.
You go-
Oh my
so this was
gosh.
yeah, it was like a Nickelodeon movie. You go in to a McDonald's
theater.
or a Burger King or something. They give you this card.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that was the thing.
Mine
you go,
was an actual
Was
movie
it
theater.
at home?
no, listen to me. You get the card from the Burger King. Oh, and then you watch it at home. They give you it at the theater.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters, and they gave it to you with your
Whoa.
ticket.
Okay. See,
You did it at home.
I did it at home.
That's okay.
Yeah, you get the card, and then it's like, okay, now scratch and smell this little square.
Like
and,
when the number pops
and there's
up
like a
during the
donut on
scene.
screen. You're like, smells like a donut.
Oh,
And that's
one of them, it
It
was
takes out of
like
the experience. Like, okay, now scratch.
Now scratch
scratch
here.
4.
Yeah.
You're also watching a movie,
And you're like, what's
like
the
a
point?
Rugrats movie.
I
So
remember
who cares?
in the Rugrats one, there was
Who's the
one
point of
where
everything, you know?
I can't remember what the scene was, but it was like number 5 popped up, and I scratched number 5 and sniffed it, and it was like rotten eggs.
Yeah, it's like
Ew.
farts.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, he farted. Smell
So
it.
dumb.
You're like,
Now
no,
smell it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Kara's so eager. Such a real
Yeah.
bother.
It's
She's
like,
like, here I go.
It was fun. I thought it was fun.
do you have a pod deck?
Do you want
Whoa.
a pod deck?
Sorry.
I guess
Sorry. My
We'll
bad.
be doing a pod deck.
I don't know where that came
again.
from.
We did already
one
do
already.
it.
Remember?
Wait,
Back
what
then?
was it?
Sticky fingers.
Oh.
What year is it for a second?
Wow, it's been a while.
Offhand. What year
I'll
is
do
it?
another
Are
one.
we done with the podcast? How much time do we have left?
Hey, got any
Wait,
TikToks?
that's so funny. I forgot. I totally
forgot
forgot we did a
it.
pod deck.
Yeah,
We
fully
started.
Whoa.
did. Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Okay,
I
hold
was
on.
going to say something and I forgot.
When this episode comes out, we're going to be in Hawaii.
Whoa.
Yeah, you guys are going to Hawaii. What the heck?
This
Without
is
me.
a
It's
2-year
hell?
trip in the making,
Yeah,
John.
no
This was
kidding.
our COVID
So
vacation.
You've been to Hawaii before, like both your
Yeah.
families.
Yes.
Is this something you're doing like every year? Is it an annual trip?
It pretty much is like an annual trip.
Well,
to
for their
Hawaii.
family, it was always like switching between Hawaii and New York. That was a thing for a while for you guys.
See, you guys had
we like
such
to. Our
cool
family does like
vacations.
one big family trip
Yeah.
every year.
Really?
Like go somewhere. Yeah. Some years it was like, yeah, we're gonna go to New York.
road
and see
trip we
Broadway
did.
show. We did a road trip
One
one
year.
time.
Road
It's like
tripping.
one big trip. Our whole family.
Yeah.
See, I didn't have that.
And now
Yeah.
it's kind of like my parents have decided. Like not. I mean, we all kind of decided. Like we love going to Hawaii. So it's like
Yeah.
That's our trip.
Never
we
been.
love the beach.
You've
we
never
love.
been.
It's
Are you
awesome.
do you think you and Jordan will go on your honeymoon?
100%.
Oh,
Jordan hasn't
yay.
been either. And so when we talked about honeymoon,
Oh my
we're like, where do you
gosh.
want to go? And then Jordan was like, I know this sounds kind of like cheesy,
Cliche.
but like I really want to go to Hawaii. I was like, I want to go to Hawaii.
Oh
I was
my
like, we're going to
gosh.
Hawaii.
You know what's
Absolutely
the best?
worth the hype.
You guys are
Really?
gonna love
Definitely
it.
gotta go.
It's this. Everything is pretty much the same prices as California, San
Yeah.
Diego,
Yeah.
for just food, hotels, whatever.
Yeah.
But then you don't need a passport, so it's like
Yeah.
we're in America still.
It really is. You get the tropical vibe, but you're like,
It's the most beautiful
I think
place.
it'll be cool too for us to do it together.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know
Totally.
that's like a small element.
It's like
of
your
it, but
memory
it'll be
of
kinda
it
fun.
too. Yeah.
Depending
Oh my
on where you
gosh.
go.
I've always wanted to go to Hawaii.
It's so.
Tell you what
It's
to do.
literally the most beautiful place I've ever been.
Was there ever like a place? And this is we're talking about a lot about like our younger years to this episode. Was there ever like a place that everyone went to in school, like on vacation, that you always wanted to go but never went? Like for me, it was the desert. All my friends would go like
Palm
"Oh,
Springs.
we're going to
Yeah.
the desert this weekend.
dude,
and I'm like,
we're gonna go
The
drive dune
river.
buggies. Dune buggies.
Did
The
you ever have
river.
that?
No, we never went, but
Yeah.
same thing. Like kids would be like, "Yeah, we're gonna go. My cousin's got a dune buggy. My cousin's got a motorbike. We're gonna go drive in the desert." I'm like,
yeah.
okay.
And I would have killed for
Cool.
an invite, and nobody even thought like it's fine. I mean,
No,
they're
no, who
family
cares?
vacations, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
no big deal. But I was like, I would love to go. I still to this day.
Oh.
would
In
love to go to
retrospect, it's the same thing, right? Because I look back and you go, oh, like. Whatever, like cool, like there were their family's going. Why can't we do a road trip to North Dakota, Mom?
Yeah.
Like,
that. Yeah,
I mean, cool, but
yeah, it doesn't matter. I just,
Was it really that cool?
all good.
I just wonder because like the desert was always a one for
Yeah.
me. Like, all my friends,
Yeah.
we're going to the desert, and then like
Totally.
other friends would go with their their close friends
Yeah.
and their family, and I'm like, oh, how's the desert, guys?
I had a bunch of friends who they would go to Six Flags, and I've still never
me.
been to Six Flags.
It's fine.
Wait, you haven't been to Six Flags?
No, and that's where
What's
everyone
your
would
excuse
go.
at this point?
It
I just
sucks.
haven't went.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. Honestly.
It's far away.
because we've
If
got
we lived in
we've got
Bakersfield,
Disneyland.
yeah.
Well,
right here.
Well, it's
Six
like
Flags is
deep,
the
deep
one.
LA.
No, that's not. Spirit
It's like
Farm.
past
It's like
LA,
past
right?
LA.
It's like
Oh,
an
I haven't
hour
been to
past
Six
LA.
Flags in a long time, but that was one that we did pretty regularly as a kid.
Really?
Six Flags?
Yeah.
Not
we did Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh, we did Knott's Berry Farm a lot too.
Well,
yeah.
the Knott's Berry Farm has the Not Scary Farm now,
Oh,
and that's all the rage.
I've always wanted to go to that too.
Every
We should go
Halloween.
this year.
We
Seriously.
that would be fun.
Good. I'm in.
Podcast.
My family.
And medieval times.
Wow.
So one time,
I've never been to medieval times.
It's not worth it.
No.
It's fine.
Oh, she thinks it's
You
worth
did not
it.
say that.
Oh my god.
I love medieval times.
It's fine.
It's
I love
fine.
medieval times.
It's cool.
See,
it's
my
cool.
family went
kinda
on a
creepy.
trip
Horses.
recently, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to medieval times," and I was like, "How dare you!" Like, I couldn't go on the trip, and I was like, "You guys just like trying to ruin me or something? Like, what's going on here?"
First
You
time
know,
I
I've
ever
always
went.
wanted to
They
go to
kinda were
medieval
saving
times.
you.
The first time I ever went was when in choir when we went to Disneyland to do the
Choir
little
trips.
competition. It was like a 3-day trip. It was awesome. We went to Disneyland one day, and then that night we went to medieval times, and then
So
the next
fun.
day we
tell,
performed.
tell me what you love about it. So I've never been. These two obviously have a mediocre
You
reaction.
literally you go in there and
Cool.
they don't give you utensils to eat, so you're literally just like eating
So
the
that's
meat
the
with your
appeal,
hands.
right?
And the show is awesome because it's all
don't
these
remember
like
that.
it's all these Spanish horses going around. And
You know a lot about horses.
well, didn't
Horse
you ever do that in like
girl.
Spanish class? You,
She
like,
drank
you,
horse blood when she was a kid.
Stop. That was me.
And
I didn't
now
want to
It's
drop
just
her
cool.
name, but
Medieval times is cool.
But she was really weird.
guys play cool.
this
It's
girl,
a random.
This girl I went to school with.
It's a random
Ate ketchup.
girl. Yeah,
She was
it's
I
really
love ketchup
weird.
growing
Well,
up.
and
And it
caught
was
the camera, I
and
know.
it was like jousting.
It's a good
and
visual
knights.
joke.
visuals.
That was
today,
pretty good.
you know?
I'll do the same thing.
It was all medieval.
So you like it,
Yeah.
and so tell me more about the Spanish horses. You said you learned about Spanish horses.
Yeah. So in Spanish, I can't remember what they're called, but they're
I see.
trained to dance, and they're just like bloop, bloop, bloop,
Fancy
bloop.
horses.
They're fancy horses.
Oh, okay. So they're not uniquely Spanish. They're just like
No, they are.
well-trained horses.
No, they are. They are.
Really?
Yeah. I can't. What are they
Sometimes
called?
I feel like you grew up in a different.
You know what's
state
crazy is we
than I did.
literally have the internet.
I know.
Oh.
Okay, I'll give you my review of
And
medieval times.
dancing
Go ahead, yeah,
horses
no.
of Andalusia.
Okay, so you enjoyed
Yes.
it, Olivia.
Yes.
You're a little bit, you know.
Yeah, I'm a little
Andalusian
iffy
horse.
on it.
Andalusian horses.
It's,
Yep.
it's cool.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. It's definitely cool.
You had
Yeah.
a bad
You go in-
experience.
no.
You had a bad experience because we had lice, Olivia.
You got
Listen,
lice at medieval
it was
times?
fun though. We
never
still had
had
a good
lice.
time.
No.
I had lice the
Before.
day of, and yeah,
We all
whatever.
had to
Lice
go.
doesn't like affect your mood though. It's
No,
just
you'd
like,
think-
Okay,
it's your
well,
hair, right?
It's because we all had to
It
go
was
with
pretty bad
nasty,
lice.
greasy lice shampoo in our hair.
It was pretty bad lice.
And we
I'm
had
not
to
gonna
meet
lie.
our group there. Like everyone was there, and they were like, "Where were you guys?" And our
It
families
was my
were like,
first time having lice. My
John,
only
this
time.
is something of Tafolla Philly lore a little bit.
Yeah.
So if
Yeah.
it seems like you're missing out on like what's the big picture here, like
I'm
it's
missing
because
a
you are.
lot of
Yeah,
It's not
you
that.
are.
It's not necessary. Yeah, it's not necessary for the
So
story.
wait, tell about your experience. in
So
medieval
I
times,
felt like it was cool. It was like kind of weird, like in the way
like
that
we've
it's like.
evolved past it or something.
It's just like,
Like,
it's very assuming.
It's like you go into this room and it's dark and they have like these horse performances where the horses like do tricks and stuff, and then like I don't know, it was cool, but I wouldn't spend a lot of money on it. Like
I thought
it's
it
like
was
a
how
room.
much is it? Do we know?
I think it's like $75 a ticket.
but they feed
But-
you and you go
but
watch
you
a show.
get
It's like a
you get
square
a
room.
giant meal. You get like a full
Okay.
chicken,
Okay.
and
You
then you
don't.
get dessert, and it's a huge stadium. It's not like a little room.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
a huge
I've seen some
stadium.
photos. For
It's
sure.
like
Hey,
fog machine.
we're gonna go.
Lights.
We're gonna go do it. We're gonna go
horses
see
do
the
tricks.
show.
Period. Like that's the whole thing.
They
not
fight.
scary farm.
they joust.
then
They
Yeah.
joust.
medieval times.
But do they joust?
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
No,
Exactly.
they don't.
They do have the big
It's all
things.
performative.
All right,
huh?
so here's another pod deck.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
Thank you.
Per request.
Yeah,
Per
we haven't done
request.
a pod deck today.
WTP, 10% off.
This is another would you rather. Is anyone else feeling like boxed in by their headphones a little bit? Maybe it's just I'm hot.
Maybe
Oh.
it's just you. I don't know.
Ryan's
I'm just
slashing
gonna
out.
take them off.
Okay.
Here
Wow.
Here you go.
I go. Whoa.
Here I go.
Takes you out of it, huh?
I'm a little like,
Turning
is there a show going on here? Would you rather have your face printed on money or your own small town named in your honor?
A town.
Small town for
I
sure.
want a town.
Money.
John wants the money. I knew it.
Why?
I knew you were gonna say it.
Because more people have it.
I mean, yeah, all right. I mean, it's a town would be cool, but it's not like you own the town. You know, like now the town's
do,
just
right?
named after you.
Yeah,
no,
but then
it's just
when you
named after you.
drive through, you're
I
like,
don't own all the money if my
town.
face is on it.
Oh wait, so it's not your town. It's just named
No,
after
it's named
you.
after you.
But it's
It's
not-
like if San Diego
Oh.
was called John's
I thought
town.
it was like a Schitt's Creek thing.
John Albright's town.
Okay.
But it's not your money either. It's just your faces on it.
Yeah.
It's not yours.
So,
Still be cool.
so
What are you
maybe
gonna-
money.
so what are you gonna choose?
Maybe
I still
money.
want a town.
you want the town?
I want
What
a
if
town.
the town's creepy?
Yeah.
You choose
And
your
it
town.
probably is.
What if it's dirty money?
Oh my
Whoa.
gosh!
money-
yeah,
all
are
money
people
is
gonna
dirty.
draw mustaches on my face?
Yes, every time.
That's a bummer.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I still choose money. I don't see the downside.
John's
of
going
money.
for quantity.
Yeah, for sure.
You
I
girls
understand
maybe
that.
going for quality? I don't know.
Well,
No.
quality, small town.
Small town?
I just want a town.
We stopped off in Olivia Tafolla yesterday.
Yeah, it doesn't really roll off the tongue.
Yeah. There was nothing but an Arby's.
Olivia Town.
Passing through Olivia Town.
Ew, yeah, that would
But
be my
Arby's and an
town.
apple tree in. That's
Yeah.
what-
Ew. Oh, cursed.
Oh.
Cursed
man,
town.
that's so good. It's funny because I was talking to Jake the other day, and he watches the show. This is kind of meta.
Hi,
I'm talking about
Jake.
Jake talking about the show
Hey.
on the show. But and he references so much of what we talk about on the show, and it throws me out of what I'm doing because I'm like, I've talked about that,
Like,
but
oh,
I
I
don't
remember
know
that.
where.
Asking you about it?
No, he like references
Unprompted.
it, like just like he was just talking. What was our 2 weeks ago? It was our crazy episode.
Yeah, chaotic.
He's like, wow, why are you guys being so crazy?
And he said he referenced something from that episode. I can't remember what it was. And I was like, it threw me out because I was like, I definitely have talked about it, but it wasn't with him. And I
Deja
was like,
vu.
how does he know? And then I'm like, oh, wait, I have a podcast. All that happens within the span of like a half millisecond, you know?
Wow, you're amazing.
I know.
I figured that out in a half of a millisecond.
wow.
But you know,
By that time, I'm not thrown off when I respond to
you
him.
know what I mean?
You know what's the worst thing in the world that made me think of that half millisecond?
Go ahead.
When someone you know calls out your name in a crowded area, and then you have to look at them, register who it is, and talk to them about like stuff
Something.
you both know. You know that moment?
The worst.
The worst moment in the world because you're so caught off guard. You're like, who is
You're like,
this?
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Someone you
You
do
ever go-
know?
Yeah,
Or
someone you know.
But you can't
someone-
put their name, like, you can't figure out their name. You can't
Yeah, or
recall
if
it.
it's someone you haven't seen in a long
Or
time,
you just
you're
have to like
caught
put
off
on for them.
guard.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like,
hi. Like,
well-
how's school? Like, school's
And there's
great.
always a look where like they recognize you.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
you're like, oh
Yes.
God. You're
Yes.
like, I have no idea who this is.
Oh, that is the worst feeling ever.
I always start with like, hey, what's up? Like keep it really
That's
really
people,
general.
That's like people I went to
How are
elementary and middle school
you?
with when I see
I tried
them.
to
I'm
recall
like,
just like one.
Can
piece
never
of
forget
information.
these
How's
in those
school?
situations.
I saw
just
your
put 'em
brother
on.
go through that one time,
You
Cara.
just don't do anything.
Uh-oh.
I saw Noah one time. This woman came up to him and was like, "Hi, Noah. Do you remember who I am?" And he goes,
no.
"No." She was like, "Oh, I'm so and so." And he was like, "Oh, hi," and like talked with
Still
her.
That's like
didn't know.
dad's retirement party. It was,
It
all
was
these people.
so
I was like,
funny, dude.
I haven't seen
like,
you. They're like,
I've
I've
known
known
you.
you since you were a baby. I'm like, I don't care. I don't
Yeah.
know you.
Have you seen the girl
I-
on TikTok that's like, the girl, she's like, oh my God, me and your mom, we were best friends. And it's like, she's all sped up. She's like, I've known you since you were this big, this big.
Oh my
really funny.
god.
There's always a critical moment when somebody thinks I'm Bobby,
Yeah.
and I have to make the
that
decision
happen a
to
lot?
Go along with it.
go like not anymore.
Go full Bobby.
It did back when with CYT when I would go to these shows, and I didn't have a beard back then.
Oh,
and
yep,
and,
yep.
and I had to make the critical decision of like, am I pretending
Bobby?
I'm Bobby?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or do I make the awkward decision to go,
I'm not
John,
Bobby. I'm John.
but thanks. Like, and
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I pretended to be Bobby.
Oh my gosh.
How
It
many
just
times?
felt. It just like it
Just
just
felt
easier.
right.
It felt
in that
easier
moment.
in the moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, haha. And then I would tell Bobby, I was like, just so you know, like that one right there just told me a full story about how
You update it. I love
your
that.
daughter was in his class, in your class, and blah blah blah. And he's like, okay. And then, but then the worst part is when they come back. They happen to come back, and you're both standing there. And she goes, then they go, they figure out. They go, I thought you were Bobby.
Two Bobbies.
Yep.
And you're like, it's okay. I pretended to be Bobby
You've
for you.
been caught in this awful performance of Bob being somebody
God.
else. You're like, sorry.
I hate
Did
that.
you enjoy being Bobby at that moment? You
No.
kind of wish
Just
you
to
were.
get out of it.
No.
I mean, it just is so awkward.
Yeah.
Like being Bobby, it doesn't sound like a bad
Being
idea because
Bobby's
Bobby's
awkward.
social and he's
Uh-huh.
nice. But like me having to pretend somebody I'm not, and at the time, in this specific time period, I wasn't like super social. Like I was just like Bobby's brother. So
Yeah.
like, and Bobby was like the outgoing, like everybody knew him. You
The
know?
mystery
Yeah.
brother.
So you had to kind of be like, I had to like be something that I wasn't comfortable with, because I wasn't like super outgoing at the time. Yeah.
Stress.
Does it ever happen with any of you guys? Does it happen with you and Tyler or no?
Doesn't happen anymore, but people used to think that we were twins. Like,
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we would get mistaken for
Oh my
all
gosh,
the time
when
because we
we-
looked very similar. Are you gonna pull
When
up
we
the
first met
picture?
you guys,
Or you just texting?
my parents
No.
did not know them apart at all.
Really?
Yes.
This is a long time ago. This is
They'd be
a
like,
long
"Oh,
time ago.
Ryan's the older one, right?" I'd be like, "No, that's Tyler."
Okay, that's no excuse though, because we grew up and looked different.
Well, that was like when we actually first
we were
met you.
little
Well, that was like
kids.
dance team, like
So
long
wait,
time ago.
before
that's
you
fair.
guys
So that's
started
fair.
like dating, When would you say that your family started to like really know each other? Because you did
When we started dating.
You did go in separate areas.
when my mom was area
We started doing
coordinator.
improv together, probably.
I would say when my mom got the job, the same job as your mom.
Yeah.
That's when they started.
Yeah, that's true.
Weird.
I think really is when we like did
Tour
improv
group.
together. Yeah, tour group.
Yeah.
Tour group, man, those days.
Wow.
Never
Yep.
in it, but so fun.
Tell you
Wow.
what. Olivia's just full blown texting during the show.
No, I'm
Just
pulling up a picture.
full-blown texting.
I'm pulling up a picture of them
What
as
time
little
are we at,
kids.
Cara? Just
54.
I can't find a picture of. Well, I have this one
We've been
of
like
the three of
undershooting
us.
our podcast. a little
yeah.
bit.
Sorry, guys. You've been really undershooting.
Yeah. Wow.
Sorry.
Not long enough.
Oh, that's so good.
Did you get those pictures I sent you?
Which one?
The negatives that came back.
So cool.
So
I meant
cool,
to reply
right?
to that. Sorry.
Yeah. No,
did
you're
I
good.
not reply to it?
You rarely ever reply to my text.
No,
messages.
that's not true. Oh,
There we are.
my
Okay, so
goodness.
you can see the resemblance.
Actually, that picture doesn't do it justice as much. Let me find.
When we're
I want you to
when
know,
we're sitting there and we're
Olivia-
squirrely, like sitting next to each other.
that Olivia is what I think of when I think of like you as a child.
Yes.
At any age, really.
That's
that little
that's fair.
like
like moments
Wait, this
before she
captures
came
it
on the
better.
show.
This captures it
Yes.
quirky. Wow, Olivia's serving us looks in this
better.
photo.
Right?
Look at
right?
this. It's like,
Look at the cross leg.
Always.
oh hey,
Oh, hi.
did someone call for a princess? It's me. Wow, you guys do look pretty similar.
Yeah, and it wasn't even like in look. We were like
It was 'cause
always
you were
like
the same
together and
height
always like
and
squirrely
wearing
and
similar
you
stuff.
know.
Your mom looks the same
Yeah.
at pretty much every age.
Both my parents are like
Yeah.
probably
What's going
elves,
on
like
with that?
evergreen, not aging.
Elves,
I don't know.
probably elves.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Definitely else.
Wait, I'll
You
I'll
and
show a
Tyler,
picture.
I don't think you looked alike. It's because you grew so fast
Yeah, little
that you were always the
Little
same
weed.
height.
No, I mean, yeah,
grew quick.
you know, yeah, that's true.
Oh wow!
Look at these two.
Okay, they do look definitely look a little different here, but that's because they're probably
This
really
was like
young.
high school.
This, yeah, this is them in high school.
But still, oh Olivia, that kind of looks like you there. Go back one.
Which one? Which one? Which one? Which one?
The braces.
No,
And
the
now
first one. But
this week on What the Podcast, my parents.
that one looks like you, Olivia.
Yeah, I
they
can see
are.
that in the eyes.
Yeah.
The eyes.
Oh, pretty good.
Right there in the eyes.
That
Want to watch some
dirty eyes.
TikToks and this kind of thing earlier? Or do you have anything else you want to throw in?
Suppose that's it. Well, I was just gonna say, like, yeah, I've been having a good time using that camera, man.
Oh,
Getting into
yeah.
photography and
Yeah, tell us a little bit about your film journey because
Well,
you're doing film cameras now.
yeah, I mean, so I got this camera from a neighbor who actually ended up passing away. May he rest in peace. Love that guy. But I got this camera, this 35 millimeter, and I've just been like shooting with it and having a blast, just like developing. Because now with like, I don't know, technology is awesome, man. As things progress, it's like a one wash bath where I can develop my own black and white film. And then are you gonna?
I'm gonna pull some
something
up. Sorry, I was giving the indicator.
Of course. But then I got this camera from John, this medium format camera, which I guess was also your grandpa's or something.
Yeah, it was my great grandfather's. So on the case, it has you've seen it. I mean, it has
Super
like
cool.
like the old school labels that are like fully like the raised text.
Oh, did you develop those ones?
Yeah.
What? You didn't send me these.
Well, I
Look
was
at
waiting
these.
for my light board to come in. So
Look at that.
this is kind of like
That's
the
so
test
sick.
reel, right? I'm working on like my lighting now and my
Wait,
like
how did
staging
they?
and
How
my
did they come out?
pretty okay.
LOL,
Yeah,
what?
it's kind of hard to see.
Serving you looks there.
How? Because this is like compared to you developing the other film. How
Uh-huh.
different is it?
So it's basically the same thing. It's like 35 millimeter is real thin. Medium format 120 film is what it's called. Is like thicker. Like
This
I'll
is
show you.
this is the shot right here. Look at
Yeah,
this. This
that
is
one's pretty
cool.
sweet. I'm pretty
Red.
proud of that one.
Maybe we'll do a few
wow.
episodes in Big Red, huh?
Yeah.
This summer.
Oh my gosh,
We'll
it's
see.
gonna get hot in there.
I have
open
the
the door,
picture that I was looking
Oh,
for.
look
of
at
you
little
and Tyler.
Dennis.
Oh, is
Little
that
Dennis sitting at
How
the
can you tell?
He
front
looks
door.
like he's gonna like
That's where I
throw up
always-
in that
That's
picture.
way
He
too
always
low.
sits there.
Oh, Dennis. I'm like, that looks like a
Dennis.
shadow of a
Oh,
cat.
yeah. See, there you go.
Twins.
Whoa.
Isn't that funny?
Just two little guys.
Just two little squirrely
Is
guys.
this,
Yeah.
is this your same house? Your parents' your
Same
parents'
house. Yep. They redid their kitchen.
Wow, they really
since, but-
did. Yeah.
It's what was that? 10 years ago? The kitchen?
Oh,
No,
No,
the
no,
kitchen was like
7
that in
years
high
ago?
school.
only a few years ago.
Like
Like
it was remodeled.
6 years ago.
Just
Yeah.
when we
5
went off
years
to
ago.
college. That was the big joke.
Yeah.
We left for college and they like
They
redid the whole
redid.
house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not before they took
That
out
was
the
the-
mirror bathroom.
The big
The
joke.
big joke.
That was the big
no,
closer.
the big one was the mirror bathroom.
Oh wait,
Rip.
this is a good one too. Oh my god.
There we go.
Wow.
Oh,
Little crusty.
little guy. Little guy.
There he is.
Oh my gosh.
Who like
Count the two.
That Ryan.
Uh-huh.
What was that Ryan into?
Just
Actual
age.
anarchist.
anything and everything.
Legos.
Really?
Big into Legos.
Love Lego.
Big into Legos. I was thinking about this earlier, but I'm going to tell the story now because
ahead.
I must have been that age.
Yeah.
8, 9, right?
Yeah.
I was really I was on the front end of like wacky humor, like so random blah. So I was like, I love pie. Was like my thing. I like
love
pie.
I love pie.
Oh my god, I like pie. Like blah. I like bacon. Blah. Right?
Yeah.
You know, kids.
Of course.
So I started a pie club at school.
You
No.
were you've been a leader since day one, man.
Of course. And the extent of the club was we're gonna go out and just like, you know, F some things up out at the playground. Just like get all the soccer balls we can and just like throw them at kids and like we're the pie club. Like it was basically
We're
a
the
gang.
pie
It was a gang. And
Yeah.
so
Does the FBI recognize
I'm on a
as
list.
a terrorist organization?
I'm on a list. It was always like get the soccer balls and like throw them at other kids. Like pie
Oh
club.
my god.
I remember
gosh.
this vividly.
Really?
And so a rival club, call it a club, but a rival gang,
Rival club.
was really into the Narnia series.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
so their campaign was no, Narnia is actually better than pie. So
Brave.
they went and got their own soccer
Bold.
balls.
That takes some real courage.
Yeah,
That's
they went and got
bold.
their own soccer balls to the point where like a few recesses would be us just like out there just like, you know, messing each
Was
other
it
up
soccer
with soccer
balls or like
Crazy.
cherry balls?
No. What are those?
The big round bouncy ball.
Red ones?
They're called cherry balls.
Cherry balls? No.
Yeah,
It was
I know what
straight
you're
up like hard soccer balls, like pegging kids, like
This guy? This guy was doing that?
yeah, that kid.
That looks like a leader, man.
Guaranteed.
I've never
That
seen
That kid looks
a
dead
leader.
inside.
That kid.
It's that hat, man. The hat adds 10%.
the Narnia.
It's the woo.
like
It's-
nail some kid in the face with a soccer ball, like come on, like full
This
blown
picture
war.
is like your eyes are sunken in.
Oh, whoa.
I was
okay.
big, and I told you
Jeez,
I wanted to
jeez.
be Indiana Jones.
That hat adds 10%
Yeah.
intensity. 10%, maybe
Yes.
15, honestly.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
he was a very intense
Oh my
little
gosh,
kid.
it's pure gold.
I think couple years
Oh.
before he had a cheese party.
Yeah, he for sure.
And my birthday parties always had like I got to pick my own theme. So
Yeah.
obviously that year
Cheese.
was Indiana Jones. I had a cheese themed birthday party one time.
Yeah.
Didn't you have jungle?
Yeah, Tarzan. I had a Tarzan birthday party. You know,
Yeah.
good times.
Tarzan,
Good times
man.
all around,
Tarzan.
But-
honestly.
Yeah. So that was the kid out on the playground just pegging other
would
kids
love to
with
meet him.
soccer
Gosh.
balls. Yeah.
You know?
Can't believe you don't know what a cherry ball is.
Oh man.
They're the ones that you played like Foursquare with.
No,
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 those
no.
are just bouncy balls.
Bouncy balls, yeah.
Called cherry ball.
Boy, wait. They're not called bouncy balls. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
What do you call 'em?
Oh, we got some cherry balls.
Bouncy balls?
We got some cherry balls out on the
Bouncy
playground.
balls. Wow.
Give me a break. Yeah, I know, really creative.
Oh my
Bouncy balls.
gosh.
They're bouncy.
Super bouncy.
All
Well,
right, TikToks.
That's all I got.
All right.
TikTok.
On the clock, the party don't stop it now. Oh, wow, wow.
Hey, while she's pulling this up, I want to say we talked a little bit about it. Check out the video that Ryan made.
Picto chat.
Picto
John's
chat.
gonna link it below.
And the year of yes, a lot of really good, funny little bits,
Chat.
and they're not, it's not long. It's totally easy to watch.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
great.
Very digestible.
Digestible, nice.
Other than
Digestible.
this show. Yeah, so
Digestible.
yeah, sure,
we're gonna work on it though. We're getting
After
clips.
this.
We're getting clips.
Oh, good. Great.
Okay, that's the sound bar. Oh,
So it's just a little ding. Maybe there's
oh,
more.
I've been on this
That was
ride.
just like a moment.
I love this ride. My favorite ride at Knott's Berry Farm.
Yeah,
So
nice.
gnarly,
The
dude.
accelerator.
Just full blown out of the sound bar.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No.
Committed.
Freaking rats.
The audio's gonna be wrecked
subway.
this episode. Absolutely wrecked.
Oh my gosh. What else do I have on? Okay.
Okay, we spilled milk. It's living this high. Unless that milk is booze.
Oh.
I've been seeing a lot of ads for this company. or whatever
Adult
it
Swim?
is.
It's Adult Swim.
Whatever it is. What is it?
You didn't watch Adult Swim?
No, what
growing
is
up?
it?
Dude,
It was after Cartoon Network.
channel, yeah, after Cartoon Network, like late night.
Really?
It's called Adult Swim.
So that's why they're making these, is because all of the they're like stingers, right? In between, an episode of The Simpsons or Family Guy or whatever. It was like something like that. And then it would just have the Adult Swim logo. They were always
wow.
weird, and they were always
That's
like...
what the trend is.
That's the
Yes,
trend.
That's what
yeah.
I'm missing.
It's like
I
to
thought it was
create-
a company that like everyone's getting
No.
paid
No,
to-
Nah.
That'd
Makes
be
more
good.
sense because a lot of people, I was like, why are these people promoting this company? How much money do they have?
Adult Swim. It was always like that. It was like, we'll stay up late for you. Like, Adult Swim is always
Yeah.
there. It would like always just be like weird and random, and then it would be like Adult Swim,
Pretty cool.
and then an episode of,
Family Guy.
Rick and Morty.
what's that other show? The Boondock Saints would come out.
Yeah.
Or the Boondocks, whatever.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Hey.
My final TikTok. Wait. My final TikTok.
There's one more. We got 4.
Put your hand out in front of your child to see what you do.
Little Sunny.
Is that Little Sunny?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love her. She's sweet.
Play that again. Play that again.
Little Sun.
Put your hand out.
I was like, that baby looks exactly like Sunday. Oh, that's my little niece.
Very sweet.
Bubbies.
So cute.
Pretend you're
What about your
hearing.
piano?
Oh, sorry.
Ryan.
Come on,
on.
and it's the right way.
Like
please.
he has a tiny piano, and for what?
I need piano for what, man? What
Come
are you paying
on.
for here?
Like seriously.
There are 2 kinds of people.
That's my favorite game still. So
Well, let's play next
there are
week.
2
Kinds
types
of people. Ow.
Gosh darn it, there's an ad for my piano.
Oh, wow. People.
That's it.
From all of our friends at What the Podcast.
You
What
don't
you
do
say?
the sign off.
Sorry,
You
go
don't do
ahead.
it. There's no sign off.
My bad. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. You're leaving the show soon. Go ahead.
From everyone here at What the Podcast, we want to say thanks for watching.
See, there's too much like happenstance,
I don't know. Form your own opinions.
That's it. We'll see you next week on
What the Podcast.